Hello pretties, welcome to Viv's Reel. Today I am doing the beauty community tag or the hashtag my beauty community. As you guys know, the beauty community gets a really bad rep on the internet just being problematic, and I'll admit it, some are, but I feel like that's the 1% of everybody. This video was curated by Cara C, and I personally have not really seen her videos, but I have seen Samantha March and Jen Love reviews done this, and I just thought it was a really great idea and I want to do it. You're gonna see that there's a couple of repeats. I really try my best to not do that, but there is that. I'm not subscribed to as many people as you may think, and the reason for that is because I am a very selective subscriber, because I know that if I subscribe to you, I can guarantee you I will like every single one of your videos and I will watch about 90 to 95%, and I watch them through and through. I'll watch 95% of your videos. So I am fully committed when I subscribe. Hence why I don't subscribe to that many people, because I just don't got that kind of time. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so question number 1 is, who is a creator that makes you laugh? And I picked Samantha March. She makes me laugh so hard sometimes when sometimes I'm like, is she delusional? Do we need to get her some help? But she's so funny. She's very sarcastic, and I love that sense of humor. I also have Seiki Alexandria. Seiki Alexandria is just so loud and funny, and I have a similar personality as her, and I just feel like me and her in one room would literally destroy people. It's getting a little darker here, guys. I'm like, the sun's starting to set, so I need to hurry up here. All right. I also have That Girl Shay XO. That girl Shay is so funny. She just says the randomest things sometimes, and it's really interesting. I also put in Laura Lee. Laura Lee makes me laugh a lot. She's just so silly, and some of the things she says, I'm like, did she just say that? And it just makes me giggle. And on the same boat, I also put Manny MUA. He also makes me laugh. He's a little ridiculous himself, and I enjoy that. Anyway, moving along. Who is a creator that teaches you? So I put Sarah Rose. Sarah Rose is that creator that I feel like she does the work for you. She teaches you a lot about products, specifically for cruelty free. She did a video recently about what I favorite cruelty free brands, are they ethical, and she does the work for you. Or she did the work where she was ranking sunscreens, things like that. So I just learned a lot from her about what the right products are and what the correct brands potentially could be for me. I then have Lauren May Beauty. She teaches, so she was a makeup artist, and so she has and she went to makeup school and stuff, so she has a lot of techniques and that we potentially may not know as an everyday user and just user watching YouTube. And I think a lot of that she has to offer on that sense, and I've learned a lot of techniques from her as how to apply eyeshadow, how to do blush stripping and things like that. So yeah, Lauren. Marlena Stell, the owner of Makeup Geek, she is in the last couple of months had put out, right before she went to birth, she had put out a lot of videos talking about techniques and how to do them, and it was very thorough, really easy to follow along, and you really learn a lot. For those of you that don't know, Scott Barnes, the celebrity makeup artist, has a YouTube channel, and he in my opinion, Scott Barnes is the makeup artist. He is something else. That video he did with Tati when viral, people started trying to recreate that kind of look. And then everybody keeps calling it the reverse foundation or something like that. I don't know if people watched that Tati video, but that's essentially what he did. He did the reverse foundation. But whatever. That aside. But he's so knowledgeable, and I love watching his video especially when he teaches you. And then I have Jen Love's reviews for a different story. She's just very knowledgeable. She really breaks down the ingredients, and anytime she does a review, it's very, very thorough. And I learned so much. So whenever I'm thinking about buying something, I always go and check out if she made a video about it. Because if she did, I really take her word for it. Because I know she put in the time and the research, and it's just a really good source of information. All right, next one is, who is a creator that lifts others up? So I put Alejandra Lisette. So she's always doing collabs. She's always shouting out other creators. She's always shouting out like smaller YouTubers, and I love her energy when it comes to appreciating and giving credit to everyone that she wants to give credit to. I also want to put Kathleen Lights. I don't remember if she does this on Instagram or maybe she does it on YouTube, but she has this thing where every week she shouts out somebody. Just any influencer you can think of, she's always shouting somebody out, and especially smaller creators, and really trying to help them build. So I love Kath, and I really respect Kathleen Lights for that. All right, I personally put Erin M, and this is from personal opinion. She has a small YouTube channel just like myself, and she's always my biggest supporter. She's always commenting, liking my videos, and I see that and I appreciate it. And I always see her do that, not just with me, but with other people as well. And I really think she's just a very genuine person. And so I put Erin M there. Okay, Nicole Fisher. So Nicole Fisher, she does her like faves and fails for the month, and she always is shouting out her audience. She's always lifting other people up as well. She's not really she doesn't do too many collabs or anything like that. Her content is mostly Boxer Charm related, and I know I don't have Boxer Charm, but I still watch her because she's so entertaining and she's so fun to watch. But I always see her just always supporting her community and her channel and her people. Okay, my lighting's really going crazy right now. I gotta speak this up. Okay. Also put Samantha March. I always see Samantha shouting out people all the time. She's always doing collabs, shouting people out. I also see her do collabs with like much smaller channels on hers, and she's honestly, anytime she gets a chance to put a shout out, she always puts their picture up. If I had the software to do that, I would put their pictures up here, but I don't. So I'm just gonna leave every link down below. But Samantha, she just has a really big heart, and you can see it, and she always supports all of her friends. If one of her friends is doing a collab, you best believe she's gonna shout it out. She's gonna do an entire video dedicated for it. She's just that kind of person. And then I have a beauty guru make me do it. This is also from personal experience. This is somebody that I've watched for a couple of years now, and then when I created my YouTube channel at the beginning of the year, she was my very first subscriber. She has a great attitude. And I always see her go to other people's channels, and she's always liking. She's trying to do as many collabs as possible. She's just that kind of person. But anyway, all right. Next one. Who is a creator that you respect? My first one, straight off the bat, was Kelly Gooch. I think she's gonna give it to you straight. She's very calming to hear. She's very soft spoken, but I really respect her. She really sticks to her guts when it comes to being cruelty free, when it comes to she told Wet and Wild to no longer send her PR. How many creators do you have that are like, please stop sending me PR? Especially in her channel. Like, her channel is not that big. She has about 60,000 subscribers, and I've never heard of anybody that does that, and I really respect her for it. I have Raw Beauty Christie because she's just amazing, and I really love that she's also cruelty free, and I don't know that many YouTubers that have over 1 million subscribers that are cruelty free. So I really respect her for being able to do that. I have Andrea Matteliano. She's always very consistent. She has very good quality videos. I wish I could have her editing software because she edits the hell of her videos, and they're so very well done, and I really appreciate that. I have Makeup Shayla. I think she's somebody that is very consistent with her quality, as well as her support for her community, or Black people. She's very outspoken about it, and she's very proud, and I appreciate that. You need somebody that's gonna be just very straightforward to it too, and I like that. All right, and I have Desi Perkins. Desi Perkins is one of those people that just kind of has a couple million subscribers, no big deal, and has like no drama. She's living her best life, and I'm like, why can't everybody be like her? She is definitely, to me, like the model of what like a huge YouTuber should be. So I really appreciate that. And then I have Rose Goebbels on a Budget. So she's very outspoken about her previous experience with addiction, and I truly respect anybody that is able to move on past that and now be able to support other people in that place. I personally have never been in her shoes, but I must imagine that it must be a very difficult thing they're having to battle with on an everyday basis. And I'm truly, truly respect her journey in that sense. Okay, next question. Who is a creator whose collection you love? And everybody in this section has like huge collections, and I'm so jealous because I don't think that's me. That's just not me. So anyway, let's just get to it. I have It's Just Steph. Her collection, it gives me a headache in the best way possible. I have Makeup with Mariela. She literally has an entire room full of drawers and drawers and drawers of makeup, and I'm just like, this is insane, but I love it. Messy Jessie Beauty. She has so much like ColourPop, and I love ColourPop so much. You guys know this, and I wish I could just her makeup room is essentially like a mini ColourPop store. So I'm so jealous. I have Natalie Camila. She is she does have a relatively bigger collection compared to everybody else. It's relatively smaller. It's still really big, but there's just so many good things she has there. Similar with Makeup Molly, she has a lot of really good stuff in her collection. I'm really jealous, and I kind of want to check everything out. And I'm out of breath now just thinking about it, and my mouth's starting to water just thinking about their collections. Like, Jesus Christ, what I would do with all that makeup, I don't even know. So I just need to move on. All right, who is a creator whose creativity inspires you? Okay, so Judy, she does this series where she does 3 looks 1 palette with all ColourPop. She's done Anastasia Beverly Hills. She's done some Urban Decay, some BH Cosmetics. She's done all those, and it truly inspires me because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do with this palette, and then I see her video with that same palette, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want to try the look. And I've recreated so many of her looks and so many of her color combinations. Maybe if I didn't go for the look, just a color combination just inspires me to create different looks. So I love that. For a similar sense, I do also add like Helen Varick. So she does a lot of tutorials, and she's very, very talented. She comes up with some great color combinations, and I just, looking at her video, I've tried to recreate some of her looks. Hers can be a little bit more complex, but I still do enjoy them. So there's that. I have Angela Bright. She does super short videos, just does this one eye, just doing an entire makeup look, and they're so inspiring. And like I said, I've tried to recreate some of her looks, color combinations. I just love that. I have Kelly Gooch for a different sense. Kelly Gooch inspires me in the sense of what videos I create. And I've said it so many times. I'm like, oh, I'm creating this video because I saw Kelly create this video, and I'm just really inspired by what she did. So she just has a really creative mind when it comes to making videos, and she really thinks outside the box, similar to Lauren May Beauty. Them two together just have so many different ideas as to what good content to create that is beauty related, that doesn't necessarily have to mean new products. And I really appreciate that. Then you have Mandy Lee. She has this thing where she does 7 looks, 1 palette. And similar to Judy and all the other girls, she just has some really good combinations. Now hers are, for the most part, very beginner friendly, and they're very easy. They're usually 1 to 3 shadow looks, so they're really easy to follow all along, and I really enjoy that. All right, next one. Who is a girl you'd like to be friends in real life with? My first one was Christina Chang. I feel like me and Christina would just hit it off. We're both huge Harry Potter fans. She can have a relatively big personality. I have a big personality, and I think we just get along really well. We have similar sense of humor from what I've seen. I've mentioned it briefly, but Sik and Alexandria, I just like, me and Sik and Alexandria, I can just see us be just drinking, just, if me and her just down a bottle of like whiskey or something, we will have the best time of our lives. All right, and put Ashley Elizabeth. So Ashley Elizabeth does a lot of beauty makeup, but she also does a lot of like sex talk on her channel, and she's very open about it. She also talks about finances, which is something that I always look at. I did go to business school, and so finances is really important to me as well. How to be, making sure you're not buying outside of your means, and you're preparing yourself for the future. we both have the same idea about being able to buy income properties. Being able to buy an income property would be huge in order to set yourself up in the future. And yeah, me and Ashley, honestly, she's just so grunchy in like real life. Like that's her personality, and I love that. I love Sarai is just one of the funnest people I've ever seen online. She's always having a good time. She's always down to party, and I feel like I'm kind of the same way. Like if my friends invite me to anything, I'm just like, I'm down. I'll go. Never say never, right? And I'm always down for things like that, and I love that. And then I have That's Heart. She is the cutest little thing in the world. Even though I know she's older than me, in my mind, I feel like she'll be like my little sister, and I just would love the hell out of her. She's so adorable and so cute, and I just really love her. All right. Who is a creator you hope to see grow? I want to say I will hope that all of everybody's channel will grow, and I really want them to be able to get out there to more people. I think I'm gonna have to get a little closer to the screen because it's getting darker and darker in here. All right, so I would really like to see everybody grow, but I have a couple of people that I put in here that I think are very well rounded, and they have a little bit of everything, meaning like makeup looks, like inspirations. You have things where they kind of think outside the box, where they do reviews and other kinds of things, collabs that I think are just really well-rounded YouTube channels, and I do think they deserve more attention. Again, everybody should grow, but I'm just gonna highlight these people. I have Kelly Gooch, Lauren May Beauty, Rebecca Morgan, Andrea Matiliano, and Shikik. I truly think that their channels are so well-rounded that anybody in the beauty industry, like spectrum of things, will be able to find something that they may like there. Okay. Who is a creator that gives off good vibes? So here I went with Too Much Tosh. Too Much Tosh is just like so calm and relaxing. It reminds me of Tati before all of the drama. She's just like so mellow. I wish I was that mellow. But anyway, there's that. Sophie Alexandra, she's just like, she has the cutest little accent. She is living her best life in London, and she's just so nice. Like overall, she just has this like really calming sense about her. I really like her. I can't even put it into words. You have Emily and Mags. Okay, clearly I have a trend here. Everybody that I have that's like super calm, that's essentially the opposite of me, that's what I put in there. Not that somebody loud cannot be, but it's just when I think of like good vibes, I always think of like calm, very relaxing people and like calming voices. And I know that that's not me, but I really enjoy that about them. So I have Emily and Max, I have Jocelyn Claire, and I have Steph Lyons. Now I will say that Jocelyn and Steph are a little bit louder in the sense of how they speak, but they're still very calming and just have like good feels about them. I don't know how to explain it. All right. And then honorable mentions, I have Jessica Payne, Rachel Stephanie, Joyful Beauty, Beauty by Angela, Victoria Joyce, Courtney K, Panning and Stuff, Amber F, and Jessica Lee. And that's it, guys. That's everything. It's a long video, so I'm just going to leave it off like that. And it's getting really dark, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys. And where's the button?